So this, my eyes just caught this question that even though this person is asking the question about single individuals, I think this is a good one for just about everybody. It says, how can single individuals identify unhealthy patterns in their own behavior that might affect future relationships?
Can you identify unhealthy patterns?
How can single individuals identify unhealthy patterns in their own behavior that might affect future relationships? That's a really good question.
So, when I was single, one of the ways that I knew that I had, for lack of a better word, some certain bad behavior was from reading the Word. I would read the Bible, and the Bible would say certain things. For instance, anger rests in the bosom of fools. And I was a very angry person when I was single. Very angry, very violent. And so I started to trace that. Where did this come from? I was bullied a lot as a child. At some point in my life, I realized that I had a choice, so I didn't have to take it anymore. But instead of just dealing with it in a healthy way, I would lash out, fight back. So I realized that anger was a no-no. Unforgiveness. I was the queen of unforgiveness. I would plan revenge for 10 years because revenge is best served cold. And I would be talking to you and be okay, but the minute I have an opening, I would do my own back. And I wouldn't feel bad about it because when you did your own, nobody saw it too. So, So I started to see, the more I studied the Word, the more I realized I was not Christ-like. And those things would have been a recipe for disaster in a marriage. Imagine being married to someone and you can't forgive them. When we know that's what we do in marriage, forgive every day. Just advance forgiveness. Your partner will offend you. Just forgive it down in advance. You understand? Then anger. Anger is a wasted emotion in marriage. It doesn't help in any way. So imagine I didn't deal with some of those things. And how did I notice these things? It was from reading the Word. Secondly, listening. It's not everyone who tells you are doing something wrong is an enemy. Oh, they are haters. They're not haters. You have bad character. You are not listening. How can everybody be wrong? You are the common denominator. If everyone is telling you are rude, then maybe you should think about it. Maybe you are rude. So listen for what people are saying, especially people who know you. So those were some of the things, because right now I'm just thinking, because we're taught self-love, believe in yourself, all those things, we kind of have a way of shutting out people who really matter. So we don't really hear when people say, oh, they're haters. No, you are rude. If 5 people have told you are rude, maybe you should sit down and think about it. And then constantly just analyzing your life. You have to have some times where you sit down, there's some introspection. You're actually having conversations with yourself. This is where I was. This is where I intend to be. How far have I gotten to that place? So those certain times, date yourself. Before you start dating people, you need to date yourself. You need to know yourself. You need to start having a relationship with yourself. Know what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are. I also started reading books about personality types. And that really helped me because I found out I was melancholic. And the weaknesses that come with that melancholy temperament, it's not good for marriage. Only you have mood swings. Only you are judgmental. Only you. I had so many, so I had to really look at it that this thing is here. I have to deal with it. So you really just need to learn about yourself. Like I say, date yourself, get to know yourself, and know what your possible weaknesses are. The good thing is that there's a remedy. The Holy Spirit comes with His fruits. So if you think that you are indisciplined, there's self-control. If you think there's anger, there's self-control. If you think you are mean, there's kindness, there's patience. If you think you're arrogant, so once you key into what the issues are, then just tap into what the Holy Spirit can do for you. And I think that would help.
That was, yeah. No, that was good. Thank you.